Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
You know what it is, man.
Yes, Sirski.
It's your boy Cam.
It's your boy Esco Nino.
And we got my boy Heat in the back.
What's the word, y'all?
And you're tuning in to Whoopty Whoop.
Whoa, whoa.
Sports how you supposed to get it, dummy.
Dummy. How's everybody feeling today? Yes, sir.
Man, I'll tell you what, it's a great day to be talking about sports, man. It's a great day to be talking about sports. It's a great Saturday just to be addressing what's been going on in the game. And we're just gonna go right up into it, right now, it's the first time in UFC history, actually the first time in Ultimate Fighter history that we have a coach who hasn't won a single match. And it's actually kind of, it's kind of crazy because, you would think with Conor McGregor's, pedigree that this guy would actually, be able to compete. I mean, I know, and I understand that he's got a bunch of young guys, but this guy is a two-time world champion.
Yeah, bro, he's no joke.
You know what I mean? He's
a double
champion. My bad, double champion in two weight classes. He dominated the featherweight, and he was dominating the lightweight. Vacated his title to go do box. I mean, this guy has a fantastic background when it comes to this fighting game, and it's just crazy to see.
Jizzo in the comments said y'all was saying Conor was number one last.
I'm not. So here's the thing. So I'm not.
You're too close to the mic.
I'm sorry. I never said that like he's not number one. And first off, I didn't say that he was number one. I said that he's the money fight, and I still believe that Conor McGregor is the money fight. That excuse me. That doesn't change what I said. But it's just crazy how it's panning out with Conor right now.
And let's just be clear. I don't know what this guy in the comments is talking about, but let's just be clear. The question is really kind of like what is Conor going through? Has he forgotten his this job at hand as being a coach? Is he looking past Michael Chandler? Are those silk sheets he's laying in getting to him? You know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's just the thing. I mean, how can you regain a drive to fight, a drive to coach when you literally have it all? I mean, the guy has touched milestones that even the greatest fighters to ever fight in the UFC, the Lowers, the Diaz's, the Chuck Liddells, you know what I'm saying? The Machitas, the
49-0. Hey, bro, in the comments, man, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, come on, man.
Fact checking.
But
fact check.
These guys haven't even touched those milestones, so it's just like, how do you stay hungry? How do you stay motivated in the game? And and it's crazy. Like, you look at Conor's face, and he just looks defeated. Like, I don't see the same excitement when he's talking to his guys. I don't see the same drive when Conor is out there coaching on the side. I just think
because he's too busy promoting Papa 12.
Yeah. I just think he's like, exactly. I just think the man's just got too much things going on. I don't necessarily think that he's overlooking Michael Chandler. I just think the man just has too much things going on. I mean, look, guy, you have a title, which is your plant-based sports, enhancers. You got Proper 12. Yeah. You're starting a beer now, which is a stout. You got the bar out there in Ireland. Like, what's going on? Why go and be a coach and do this if you're not going to give 110%? Especially
because fame is a hell of a drug.
Well, okay, fame, okay, but at that point, when you're at that point in life, you're at the very, very top. Like, it shouldn't be about fame. Like, you're already famous enough at that point. So why do it? It just doesn't make sense. Let a coach who still has the heart and drive help these guys so they can reach their goal. You know, there's not a single fighter right now. He's about to get swept, ladies and gentlemen. He's about to get swept. There's not a single fighter in Conor's camp right now on the Ultimate Fighter that is even reaching the quarterfinals. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know what to do. They don't even know how to handle the situation.
Shout out to Pierre Turner watching over there.
Yo, Pierre. Shout out to Pierre. So, I don't know. I just think that the guy just has way too much going on. I think that, he needs to find something. He needs to find something, some type of heart, some type of drive, because those men deserve it. I mean, dude, you're not even going to the freaking octagon to pump your dude up. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
I'm sorry, but
Hey,
you're not even going over there and giving him motivation, to keep the drive. You got this. The next match. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look into the future. You know what I'm saying? It's not over with. He's not even doing that.
Are you speaking from a coach's perspective? Are you speaking from somebody who coaches?
I'm speaking from a guy from a coach's perspective, and you know what I'm saying, like, just looking at the dude and just knowing that I don't think he has it, like, not have the
He's saying he ain't got that dog in him.
I just don't think he has that.
He ain't got that dog in him no more, man.
No,
he ain't got that dog in him.
No way. No way. He does not have the dog in him. Check this out. Okay. Here's a little fun fact with Conor McGregor, right? This man made $130 million by fighting Mayweather. Okay. 100 mil. Okay. Just by fighting Khabib, who is apparently Jizzo's favorite fighter, which I don't even understand why, because he's boring as hell.
Fact check, it's 29-0.
This guy made $50 million. Damn. Okay?
Yeah.
Fighting a broke down Cowboy Cerrone, he made $20 million. I mean, come on, dude. How do you have the drive to even be in the game anymore? I just don't know.
Fame is a hell of a drug.
Well, Conor, those guys don't deserve that, man. They deserve way much. They deserve way better. It's sad.
How do you know that he's not giving them everything that he's got? How do you know that he's not putting in the time? I mean, they can edit that shit anyway.
I mean, I'm sure they could, but I mean, I just look at the guy. Look at him. I don't see no excitement when his men go into the battlefield. I don't see crazy Conor no more. I think that guy's in the pastime. Crazy Conor's. I don't think that I'm not saying he doesn't have the skill to fight. That's not what I'm saying, guys. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he just doesn't have the passion and the drive to be that top performer anymore. I mean, I just don't know how you can, you know what I mean? I don't see how you can do it.
I'm gonna keep the hood with you.
For real. Now let's so there's another thing that I was seeing, that the pound per pound list came out. And obviously Alexander is the number one pound per pound right now, which is understandable because he has four or five title defenses, and all of them have been dominating title defenses. And so I believe that he does deserve it. I beve he deserves to be on top. But
wait a minute, what are you talking about?
The pound per pound fighting list.
Pound per pound GOAT.
No, not the GOAT. No, the pound per pound fighting list that the UFC had put out. Yeah. So at first, John Jones was the number 1 pound per pound fighter. And then after Alexander won this last title defense against Yohair Rodriguez, he became the number 1 pound per pound dude
with the 3rd round TKO.
Yeah, and the first beginning of the fight, he couldn't really get his distance. You know what I mean? It was hard for him to close his distance in that fight. But towards the 3rd round, he started to understand like what he was doing, and was able to set up his jab, because every time he would throw his jab, he would throw a kick. Every single time he would throw the jab, he'd throw a kick. So what he was doing was, in the first beginning, he would step back. And then he started timing. He stepped up, hit him in the face. Boom, thing was over with.
Yeah.
But anyways, Islam is number 2.
Number 2, lightweight champ.
But I kind of have a problem with that though.
Why?
Islam is not a champ.
Islam is a champ.
Yep, he's lightweight champ.
Yeah, he beat Charles Oliveira, yeah, for the lightweight champ. But he doesn't deserve to be number 2. I mean, what'd he say?
Jizzo, you something else. Jizzo in the comments says Alexander Gustafsson put the flip flops on Jones. They put the flip flops on each other.
He said Jones just seems so much slower now at a higher weight level.
I mean, we'll get into that, but he doesn't deserve to be lower than. I mean, he doesn't deserve to be lower than number 2 on the pound per pound list. I mean, that's just hands down. I don't care about how long of a layoff John Jones had. He doesn't deserve to be that low. I mean, the guy, every single time he jumps into the octagon, this guy dominates the fight.
I think Islam will be a big champ too, low-key. What do you think?
I mean,
if you're gonna read them comments, you got to read them out loud. Jizzo says Islam will be a big champ. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't even know what that. I mean, a big champ in what terms? Like he's going to go in there, wrestle you.
What terms?
He's going to go in there, wrestle you, put you to the ground, maul you, and then beat the crap out of you for 5 rounds. How is that exciting? When you go and you watch a UFC fight, you're not trying to watch a dude wrestle a dude the whole time and just maul him the whole time, dude. I want to see some skill in there.
As the great Jorge Masvidal said, we don't want to go in there and have this guy sniff my crotch all
night. I don't want no one sniffing. I don't want to see that. That's not what I paid for. Dude, these fights are not cheap, for crying out loud. I'd rather see a quick knockout than a dude wrestling a guy for fucking 5 rounds. What's the point of that? I mean,
so Jizzo says he's monstrously overwhelming. I don't know what that means.
Pause. Whoa.
Yeah,
son.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that means, but it doesn't matter. Like when I think of pound for pound, I think of skill. I think of how they dominate. The in between rounds, and Islam has been. Like he almost got knocked out by Alexander. Alexander went up in weight and almost knocked him out. I mean, that is still a guy that was playing rugby and weighed 205 pounds. You know what I mean? So he's a pretty strong dude, but at the same time, I've seen you get dominated, bro. I've seen you get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Izzy has been knocked out as well, but at the same time, how long has Izzy been dominating the middleweight division?
Long time.
A very long time. How long has John Jones been dominating the UFC? A very long time. So you mean to tell me that guy
27-1?
Who's 27-1?
John
Oh
Jones.
yeah, John
The
Jones.
one, everybody knows that one don't count.
Yeah, that one don't count,
It was a
man. He's
disqualification
28
and he
0.
shouldn't have got
28-0.
disqualified.
He is 28 0. He should be 28 0. Everyone knows that. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to get into that. But I'm just saying that the guy has dominated the whole entire time he's been in the UFC. There's no reason why he is number 2. Kamaru Usman should be higher than this dude. I mean, think about it. He's dominated.
Yeah, you big silly ass.
He's dominated the whole welterweight division too until he got to Leon Edwards.
Yeah, you.
And the dude is higher than Leon Edwards.
Yeah, you.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you big silly ass.
Your big silly ass.
Hey, hey, fact check this real quick for me. I think that Leon Edwards was on an 11 win fight streak before he fought Kamaru Usman. Check that out for me real quick.
Listen, in fighting, I think like Leon Edwards, when he fought Kamaru Usman, it's just that sometimes in fights, there's always going to be that one guy that just has your ticket. And no matter how many times you fight him, you might fight him 10 times and you're going to lose 7 times out of that 10.
Yeah.
The guy just has your ticket. You can whoop everybody else, but that guy just has your ticket. And I think Leon Edwards, I think Leon Edwards has his ticket.
Well, that's not true because the first time Kamaru beat him.
But that's 3 fights. But that's
yeah.
out of the 3 fights, Edwards has him. He's
he has his number now for sure.
He's got his goddamn ticket.
But I'm still saying, if Islam fought Kamaru Usman, I say Kamaru Usman wins. Period. If he went up to welterweight, which would be the next weight class, Kamaru Usman wins.
It's going to be a crotch sniffing tournament.
I don't think it's going to be
tournament. That's what it's going to be, a crotch sniffing tournament.
But even then, I say that's what the guy is not that skilled, bro.
Jizzo's saying 9 maybe. 9 maybe what?
Yeah, what is he talking about? Number 9 for the pound for pound. Yeah, I'm not saying the guy doesn't deserve to be on the pound for pound list, ladies and gentlemen. That's not what I'm talking about. I don't think that but I don't think he should be number 2. There's no reason why that guy should be number 2. He hasn't proven enough. I mean, everyone's saying, "Oh, he's a mini Khabib. He's a mini Khabib." Well, guess what? Khabib has never lost, guys.
I'm gonna keep the hood with
So how could he be a mini Khabib
29-0
and get knocked out? The guy doesn't have a chin. He doesn't have a chin. He stands up, he gets dinged in his chin, and then he takes it to the ground.
They
and
be
then
fighting grizzly bears.
and then all he
shit.
wants to do is fucking maul someone. He's not a good champ. Come on. I don't know who the fuck makes up these lists, but they need to get their shit together. I'm sorry for my French if this kid's watching, but you need to get your shit together, man.
This is not a kid's show.
Nah.
Yeah. This is not a kid show. Definitely not. But if he deserves to be on anywhere on the list, it should be number 5. I personally think that you need to prove yourself again. Charles Oliveira got screwed out of a rematch. He should have got his rematch pretty much ASAP, especially how long he was dominating the division. It just doesn't make sense to me on why the UFC did it that way. But hey, sometimes getting the bag is more important than giving what the fans want.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the fans didn't want to see Alexander fight Islam, but ask yourself why, though.
Why don't you tell us why?
Why?
Because he's a boring fighter. No one wants to see him be the champion. Nobody wants to see him be the champion. That is why. There.
Why don't they want to see him be the champion?
Because all he does is wrestle. That's what I've been saying. All he does is want to fucking wrestle you, dude. No one wants to see that shit. Yeah.
All in the crotch.
All in the crotch, like a dog. Like, when you walk in the house and you're like, man, it's a beautiful house, but all of a sudden they got this fucking dog. This dog he just wants to come up to you. He's looking at you kind of skittish, but then as soon as you walk away from him, he just wants to sniff you. He's just sniffing you all over you the whole entire time. Just won't stop. Yeah, that
All in your
is
crotch.
Islam. It's sad to say, but that's him. But
He a sniffer.
he is sniffer. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. So there's another thing that was going on too that I found very interesting. Kendrick Perkins was on air and they were talking about the Golden State Warriors. Okay. And you guys already know how I feel about the Golden State Warriors.
Please don't get him fucking started.
You already know how I feel about the Golden State Warriors, everybody. But he said that the Warriors have only a 1% chance.
Hold on a second. Jizzo in the comments says, "What do y'all think about showboating after a win? This woman fighter won yesterday and was twerking her ass while waiting to have her hand raised. Her coach tried to stop her." Hey man, let a motherfucker live, man.
Yeah, dude. Let her live.
Still
Shake
human
that
at the
ass,
end.
girl.
Shake that ass, please.
What's that?
She
Turn
might
that
have an
ass to the
OnlyFans
circle.
page. She might have an
Hey,
OnlyFans
turn that
page
ass
that
to
she
the
needs to
circle.
promote. Hey Jizzo,
Hey.
go subscribe to her OnlyFans page, man.
Let her do the doo-doo
Let
drop.
her do her.
Let her do the doo-doo drop. Ain't no one mad at her, man. You just won that fight. Do the doo-doo drop. It's all good.
Doo-doo drop?
Yeah, the doo-doo drop.
You mean
All right,
Doodoo
I'm
Brown?
done.
The what?
Doodoo Brown?
The doo-doo brown. What's that?
Ain't that a song?
No. It's like, you never heard of the doo-doo drop?
Doo-doo Brown.
I'm gonna
Doo-doo
have to.
Brown.
Right. I know what I'm talking about, man. What are you
No,
talking about?
I'm talking about the doo-doo drop.
What's the doodoo drop?
It's the doo-doo drop. I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you what that is.
Pause.
No, not for me. I'm gonna have to show you. I'm gonna have to show you. It's actually a video of Paul Pierce.
Hey, pause,
Hey,
man. You ain't
hey,
finna
since
show
we're-
me no
since we're
damn
talking about-
fucking doodoo
Hey,
drop,
look.
nigga.
Since we're talking about the NBA, so this is a funny story. I mean, most people know about this, but Paul Pierce, I think it was like having a birthday party or whatever, right? And he was over there and he was smoking weed and drinking and shit. And he had a bunch of strippers in his party.
Right. Oh
And-
yeah.
And they did like a little thing. He's like, oh yeah, he's all I'm Paul Pierce, bitch. He's all world champion. He's all, yeah, girl. He's all, do the doo-doo drop. Hey. And he's over here smacking her ass. He's all, yeah, do the doo-doo drop. That's what I got that from. The doo-doo drop.
Little doodoo drop.
All right, Jizzo. So clearly they don't give a fuck about anybody
do the doo-doo
showboating
drop.
after the
Oh,
dance.
that's funny as
They
hell.
prefer air quotes doo-doo dropping. So let's go.
The doo-doo brown.
Yeah,
See,
go ahead,
hey,
go after your win.
hey,
do
whatever.
your doodoo drop.
I don't know. I don't necessarily.
Jizzo in the comments says ain't no doo-doo drop. It's the doo-doo brown.
Okay, but like
Doo-doo brown.
I said, you have to watch that video to understand what I'm saying. So that's why it's funny. But whatever someone needs to show me what this doo-doo brown is. I don't know. I've never even heard of it. Is that an old thing? Like how old is that? Pretty old. Huh?
It's timeless.
By Two High Brothers.
Two High Brothers. Huh, that's crazy. But anyways, Kendrick Perkins said that they have a 1% chance to make it into the finals. Have you lost your mind, Kendrick? Like, how come every single year you guys try to find some way, somehow, to get these guys out of the playoff picture? It just doesn't even make any sense. Or even say that these guys don't have a chance. Hey, let me tell you something. If Steph Curry, Klay Thompson still have arms and legs, these guys still have a chance to make it to the finals. Okay? These guys shoot the lights out. Sure, you can say Klay Thompson isn't the same. And, he's not as fast going up and down the court. And he has, sporadic games and he's off sometimes. Of course, you can say that. And, I can sit here and I can agree with you. But at the same time, towards the end of the season, he was starting to get his rhythm. Yeah, in playoffs, he fell off a little bit, and then he tries to force shots, but the dude can still shoot the ball. And I'm telling you, like, having Chris Paul is going to make that team so much better.
Because Chris
that
Paul
much
be
better.
having them assists and shit, bro.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Because the Warriors already got like a real nasty ass like ball handling moves.
Yeah.
Like the way like they all just like move as a team and the way that they pass the ball, bro.
And
it's like amazing to
yeah,
watch.
and that's what I'm saying. Like that right there is going to make Chris Paul, I feel like, flourish in this offense, because it's going to be the first time that Chris Paul's in an offense that throws the ball around like that. He didn't have that in Los Angeles. He sure the hell didn't have that in New Orleans, and he kind of had that in the Suns organization, but the Suns didn't give Monty Williams that much time to even coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Type vibe.
He didn't even give him enough time to even coach.
Shout out to Jizzle. He said, "Hey man, I truly love the show. Y'all got a viewer for show every week. Keep doing your thing."
Man, thank you, brother.
Yeah, appreciate you,
thank
bro.
you, bro.
Hell
Thank
yeah,
you, thank you.
Jizzle.
We do appreciate that. And you're always welcome here, man. Always welcome here. Thank you so much. But yeah, man. I mean, he's actually going to be on a team to where he can facilitate the ball and not, like, he can be the main ball handler, but not have to be the main ball handler. And that's gonna give those other guys more open shots. He's gonna create more open shots for those other dudes. Curry's already running off the ball.
Facts.
He's already running back and forth and tiring people out and creating his open shot himself. Get Klay Thompson in the picture as well, doing that. You have a ball facilitator with Draymond Green. You can't forget Draymond Green and how his court vision is as well. That's also going to open more shots for even Chris Paul to get into his mid-range game. You know what I'm saying? And they don't have, and it's going to be the first time he's going to be on a team where they're not going to have to depend on him to hit the big three. You already have the greatest shooter of all time to hit the big three. So there's no need for you to even feel any pressure to do that. This is it. I mean, they're geniuses. I think it's perfect, and they have way more than 1%. Man, how dare you, Kendrick? How dare you? Come on, man. Come on. What does he say? What's his slogan? Carry on. Yeah, you need to carry on, brother, because that is just ridiculous. I mean, you can't just give that team a 1% chance just because they have Stephen Curry when they have probably the third greatest shooter of all time. You know what I'm saying? Still playing.
He said, I'm gonna quote this. He said, "Read my lips. I give them 1% chance to make it back to the finals." Right? He said, and it's not because of an addition of Chris Paul, it's because of Stephen Curry. He said, anytime he's on a team and in a series, guess what's going to happen? He has historical moments. So as bad as I want to give them 0, it's just because of Stephen Curry and the way he's able to dominate. So that gives him the 1% chance. What do you think about what he said?
I think he's full of shit.
I think you should shout out DJ Ace Vito in the building.
DJ Ace, what's good with you, man?
Yeah,
Thank you, man. Thank you for joining in. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And the viewers too that are in here too. I also want to take a time out and give you guys a shout out. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight and watching the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment.
And subscribe, please.
Share. And subscribe and comment. We love reading your comments. We love being interactive with the audience out there. So, you just stop by and say what's up, man, so we can shout you out. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate the love and thank you for being here. But anyways, as I was saying though, yeah, I think it's bullshit. I mean, you just can't say that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. That is not even. That's what I'm saying. You can't. Hold on. But and here's the thing though. I understand.
We gonna wait on it.
Hold on. Look. We gonna. Hold on. Let's talk about it. The Sacramento Kings, they're fucking good. Okay, they're good. Sabias and Fox, and then you got Monk in there.
Yeah.
I forget that other young dude that they have. He was a rookie last year, a couple years ago.
Why
Man,
is
they're
it that
fucking.
every California team, you don't have anything bad to say.
I mean, it's
Clippers
hard.
are like kind of dookie water.
Look. It's hard to talk shit about the California teams when they're actually going into the playoffs and they're actually competing. Like, it's hard to say that. Every single California team, whether it be the Lakers, the Clippers, the Kings, or the Warriors, they're all in the playoffs.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, shout out to Mike Brown for going in there and showing these kids a new way to win, because you had everybody out there in the Bay Area shaking up. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope that the style of play that you brought to them worked. Man, you know what I'm saying? So that's super dope. You know what I mean? But still, the Warriors are still in that conversation. They're still the team that took those guys out. So I don't know what are you talking about, Kendrick Perkins? Okay, I'm not saying I don't respect the man's opinion. I do respect his opinions when he talks. He's knowledgeable what he says. Obviously, he's a freaking champ, you know, and he's played on many basketball teams. He's a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
He's done it for a living. But to say that the Warriors only have a 1% chance, that's bullshit.
Okay, can I play the video?
Yeah, go ahead. You can play the video.
Hey, Speedo wants to know what do you think the Spurs are gonna do now?
You know, I think the Spurs still need time. I don't think they have the pieces quite yet to be a competitive team. What's that guy's name? Wembanyama, the rookie that they got. I mean, he's good. And he's a good basketball player, but I don't think that he's going to be enough for them to be a contender right now. True. I think they need a little bit more time and to get a little bit more pieces, and then once they do that, then they'll be able to. I mean, they have a great coaching staff. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows Pop is one of the greatest coaches, if not the greatest winning coach in the NBA. So I do believe that they're going to be good, but I don't think that they're going to be able to be a competitive team right now. And also too that I think the guy also needs to get a little bit more weight on him. I mean, he's really skinny. You know what I mean? He's kind of small. And I think that's why they sat him out for the summer league, so he wouldn't have that much wear and tear on his body. You know, you saw what happened to what's that guy's name? Chip, Chet, Chirp, Hellum. He was a rookie last year. He plays for OKC. You know what I mean? He's a skinny guy. Doesn't really have that much muscle on him. Got hurt in the summer league, and I mean, yeah, it was a freak accident, but he got hurt in the summer league and wasn't able to compete for the rest of the year. So, you know, I just think that They need a little bit more time, and then they'll be competitive in the West. The West is very hard, guys. It's very hard to compete in the West. You got the Memphis Grizzlies. You got the Lakers. You can never count out the Lakers with LeBron and AD.
Milwaukee.
You got Milwaukee's not in the West.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
in the
true.
East.
Yeah,
but
true.
you got the Nuggets, of course. The Warriors, of course. The Sacramento Kings, the Clippers. You know, you got, I mean, it's just hard to compete in the West. So it's not like how it used to be, you know, where you only had to worry about Kobe. You know what I mean? And shout out to Kobe Bryant, may he rest in peace. But one of the greats, man. Shout out to Kobe. But yeah, it's not that anymore. They have more to worry about than just Kobe Bryant. You know what I mean? So yeah, they just need more time. Another thing that I wanted to say too, like James Harden. James,
Facts.
I can't see it, so I'm not saying that.
Okay, well, you have another person.
Okay, well then, come on, man. I'm trying to do this. James Harden, man. He has bounced back. He's been bouncing from team to team, and you know, he's bouncing team to team to get a championship. And you know, I personally think right now him asking for a trade and going somewhere else, I don't think that it's the smartest decision. I mean, the reason why you left Brooklyn was to go with Embiid because you wanted to go with Embiid really bad to win a championship. And now all of a sudden that it didn't work out. You have the lighter?
Yeah.
That it didn't work out. You want to go and run. But in reality, was it Doc Rivers' fault that you guys didn't win a championship? I mean, where were you? Is what I want to know.
Was it his fault?
Huh?
Was it his fault? Whose
No,
fault was it?
I would say it was James Harden's fault. He did not show up in the playoffs.
He didn't.
Go look up his field goal.
He didn't.
Go look up his field goal percentage in the playoffs. I guarantee you right now it was like 30-something% that he was shooting in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? Like, where the hell were you? Especially against Boston. Nowhere to be found. I'm pretty sure that's the team that they lost to, Boston. I'm sure that was. You can go ahead and fact check me on that too. Does it say? Does it say I think he's trash? You think he tanked? You know what? So here's another thing too that I also wanted to throw out there. Another fun fact that I found out as well. So I was watching Netflix the other day, and they had a little autobiography about what was that team? I think it was Arizona State. And one of their star basketball players was, I know this is we're not talking about gambling tonight, but I'm just saying the guy was gambling, and I remember he was saying something about how one player can change the whole dynamic of a game.
Yeah,
and
he did say that.
And I was like, well, how could that happen? I mean, if you have the drive to do it and everyone else has got the drive to do it, then how can that one guy impact the game? Well, I stand here and say tonight, man, I was completely wrong. Because watching that autobiography and seeing how these guys did it and seeing how he threw I mean, if you guys haven't watched it, you guys should go watch it on Netflix. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is. I can have my fact checker and guy look it up, and we can give you exactly what the title is, man. But it's actually really, really, really good, and it's crazy on how no one knew about it. I mean, there was a
side note. We are not sponsored by Netflix. And
No, we're not.
no,
Yeah,
we're
so I
not.
know
are we
we're
promoting anything from
no,
Netflix?
we're not sponsored by Netflix, and we're not promoting anything from Netflix at all. We have no copyright to that. But I'm just
None at
I'm
all.
just saying, like, just seeing that a guy can actually tank a game and then come back and freaking win the game by the numbers. Like, the dude would call him and be like, hey, I need you to win the game by 6 points. You can't win the game more than 6 points. This guy would fucking go out there and score his ass off and be completely dominating the game. Come back in the second half, purposely miss almost every one of his shots. And then they would come back by himself and win the game by 6 points. Freaking insane.
Bad
So,
sport or untold?
I want to say it's probably untold. But anyways, but when you what does that say? What does he say? What did DJ say?
Sandbagging.
Yeah, sandbagging.
Facts.
What did he say before that? It was what?
Pornhub.
That's funny. That's real funny. But yeah, you know, I don't want to say James Harden tanks, because that right there, I feel like would lose the integrity of the game. You know what I mean? Just to think that, you know, a star player is tanking just because he doesn't want to play on the team. But I can't sit here and say that it doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
And knowing the information that you know through ESPN, he doesn't like Doc Rivers, which is insane to me. I mean, how could you not like Doc Rivers? I mean, he's one of those great coaches.
Hey man,
too.
fuck ESPN, man. This is the Whoopty Whoop
Well, I know.
show.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, like, knowing that information, you would not that it would be hard for you not to think that the guy would tank. And knowing
right.
that how he's already performed in the playoffs anyways, I mean, you're not really giving us a good resume to talk about you with, Harden. You're really not. What does that say?
Says sometimes dude as good as
Sometimes dude as good as he is stuck on stupid.
Yeah, I mean, stuck on cash flow.
I see it now.
Stuck on cash flow. Hey, who's the biggest stealer of the money in the NBA? Shout out to my boy Ben Simmons, dog.
The biggest
thief in the NBA. Hey man, yeah, shout out to my nigga Ben
running
Simmons.
up the biggest bag.
The biggest scammer
the
out there in the NBA. Yo.
He's teaching
Giving the
them how to.
whoopty and the whoop.
He's giving the whoopty and the whoop.
That's what he's doing, man. You know what I'm saying?
That man gave the whoopty and the whoop.
He's giving the whoopty and the whoop.
Man.
But yeah, I mean, it. What do you say? It says watching the
ball roll past him.
Yeah, no
watching
shit.
it. Just literally watching it roll past.
So yeah, it's crazy. But James, I mean, if you want to compete for a championship, you might as well stay where you're at.
Literally.
You might as well stay where you're at. I mean, the Clippers, yeah, that might be a good landing spot. You might want to go there because, you know, you're from LA. Cool. But LA, aren't you tired of your star players not performing to where you want them to fucking perform? You went and got Kawhi. Kawhi hasn't fucking lasted a whole season. You thought that was going to be the answer, getting Kawhi.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
And that shit hasn't worked yet. So then you think you're going to get James Harden, who is probably one of the laziest motherfuckers to play. Besides, if he has the ball offensively. I'm not saying he's not a good basketball player, but he's lazy as fuck. And he doesn't perform. He doesn't perform in playoffs. Sorry, he just doesn't do it. You know what's crazy? Those guys were fucking comparing him to Kobe Bryant at one point.
Who?
James Harden. Jeez Louise. Boy is rolling in his grave.
That's funny.
But so another thing, this has been a hot topic. This has been a hot topic. It's
Ace
been
Vito
a hot
says, how can the
topic.
Bulls bounce back?
Who said that?
Ace Vito.
Said what about the Bulls?
How can the Bulls bounce back?
Get rid of Zach LaVine. Get rid of Zach LaVine, and hoping don't get rid of Lonzo. Now think about this, Chicago fans.
He be
Think about
partying
this.
too much, bro.
Chicago fans, think about this real quick.
I said it last
Okay,
episode.
I don't care what you said last week. I'm going to say this. Think about this real quick. You have not been able to be a contender in the playoffs until you had Lonzo Ball on your team.
But he's not focused.
A lot of basketball players aren't focused. That doesn't change the fact that he made the Bulls into contenders.
True.
He's a baller.
He is a baller.
You know what I'm saying? He's a go-getter.
He's not focused.
I don't know what's going on in his personal life. I don't know if he needs to start working in the weight room a lot more.
He needs to do something.
He needs to do something. And I forget what that knee injury is called that he has, but that one knee injury that he has, this is his third surgery.
It's crazy.
And so it's definitely hard for him to bounce back from that. And a lot of people that have had that knee injury hasn't really came back from that.
Yeah.
You would like to hope that he would.
Yeah.
You would like to hope that he can come back and recover.
It's kind of like a Rose situation.
It's worse than that. I know. I mean, I'm dead ass serious. I mean, it's worse than that. I mean, he's on his third knee surgery on the same knee. So it's worse than that. You would he's already out for the season, but the thing is he's still getting paid because he's on injury reserve.
Yep.
So that just goes to show you how valuable he is to the organization. That right there. But I think you get rid of Zach LaVine. I think you get a more consistent shooter to help out with DeMar DeRozan and a guy that can play better defense. Yeah, Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, I don't know why he bounced.
Yeah, I don't know why Patrick Beverly bounced either. Patrick Beverly
He was talking about how he was so happy to be here and all this whoopty whoop.
Yeah, but you can't control what your front office does. I mean, if your front office wants to get rid of a guy, they're going to get rid of a guy. And to be real with you, what has Patrick Beverly done besides play defense? I understand that he's a good defensive player, but I mean, offensively, you're not really doing anything either. You're turning over the ball. You're not shooting at all.
Yeah.
You're not knocking down threes. There's nothing that you're really giving our team besides.
He was really flip-flopping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Now that you said that.
He charged the team up. I mean, okay, but still, you're not doing
but
nothing.
Yeah, he was still.
Yeah, you're not doing nothing for the team though. Not really.
He would make
but I think he's saying that
points.
It was management, just like you were saying. I think he's saying it was management.
Yeah, it definitely was management. Definitely management had a part in it, but still at the same time, you guys are not losing anything.
Like we all know Bulls management.
You know what I'm saying? You're not losing nothing. What's the Volkovich? I'm not Volkovich, but what's that guy's name? It starts with a D. The center. They just gave him a new contract. They need to get rid of that guy too. That big man is not physical at all. Whatever happened to Robinson? You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to Robinson? Was he hurt? Or is he coming off the bench? Or is he with he's with the Knicks now. That's where he's at.
Yeah. He is with the Knicks.
Yeah. So whatever. But anyways, as I was talking about the trade that has been running through people's ears, has been on the front of your mind if you're an NBA connoisseur, the man of the hour, the guy, Dame Dollar. We've been talking about him for the last 3 podcasts. It's a very hot topic right now. Like I said, I still stand what I've been staying at the whole entire time, that he should not go to Miami.
No.
Don't go to Miami. Please.
It's the worst trade.
It's not the worst. It's not necessarily the worst trade, right? It's going to bring you revenue, right? You're gonna sell tickets. You're gonna get money. You know, you're gonna get more people attracted to the team and all this stuff. But it's not gonna win you a championship. You need to realize this, Miami fans.
Saying. What happened to basketball?
What do you mean?
Because I feel like you just said, like it's all about the revenue. Like this trade is like
it's always been about the
like it's about like this like a
no,
it's like a business move.
So more it's so I think that it's just guys are tired of the front office not listening to them.
True.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you I want to compete,
those are the teams that they have to offer.
Hear me out real quick. If I'm telling you that I want to compete for a championship, right? Let's say you are the GM.
Right.
I'm Damian Lillard. I come to you and I'm like, look, man, I'm not getting any fucking younger, bro. Okay, I'm not getting any younger. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm in my good years right now. I'm in my good years.
Yeah.
I need guys. You know what I'm saying? I like to be the main ball handler. I'm not saying that this is what he's saying. You know what I mean? But I need guys. I need guys that can shoot the ball when I'm not shooting the ball. You know, let's look back at when Russell Westbrook was on the fucking Oklahoma City Thunder, right?
Yeah.
When he didn't really have that supporting cast after James Harden left and Kevin Durant left. You know, every time that the man couldn't really get a break. You would watch him. You're like, dude, how the hell is this guy still fucking running down the court? Is he a fucking robot? I don't understand. You know, covered in sweat, look like he's about to pass out and die. But the guy's averaging 20 rebounds, 20 assists, and 40 fucking points. You know what I mean? It's insane numbers. But he didn't have a supporting cast.
Yep.
And you know that's why Oklahoma City could not contend for a championship, because they didn't give the guys that he needed to contend for a championship. And I feel that's what's going on with Damian Lillard. Hey man, I did everything I possibly could for you. I'm an all-star. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I brought hella money to your organization. Give me what I want. He already took his Robin away from CJ McCollum. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Give him what he wants. I mean, Scoot Henderson's a great pickup. And that other dude that they picked up too, I can't remember the guy's name off the top of my head, but he's also a good athletic guy that can shoot the ball as well. But at the same time,
facts.
You know, there hasn't been a guy that has came into the NBA right when they got into the NBA besides like Magic Johnson that really like could take, well, and then Jordan too. I'm not disrespecting Jordan at all, but you know, it took Jordan a while to win his championships. Think about that. Yeah, he turned around the organization and stuff, but it took him a while to win a championship with the squad that he had.
You gotta watch what you say about Jordan, man.
And I'm not talking. Hey, I know. Hey, look, I'm not talking shit about Jordan. Let me just throw it out there right now. It's not a shit me bashing Michael Jordan. I'm just laying out the facts. Okay, that is the facts. It took him a while to win those championships, though he did end up ultimately winning those championships. But Magic Johnson was in the league for what, a year? You know what I'm saying? Yep. And he came in and he won that shit.
He didn't do that shit alone though.
I know he had guys too, but I'm saying he was that impactful. He was that missing piece. They needed that point guard. They needed that point guard that can run that motion offense that they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And
as a rookie,
yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Scoot Henderson is not that guy. He's not the missing piece that they need. You know, he's just not. They should have went out and got someone else.
He said, Levine, DeRozan, and Lillard. That would be decent.
And so we talked about that as well.
He's talking about for the Bulls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked
Yeah,
about
for
that
the
as well.
Bulls.
But in order for Damian Lillard to go to Chicago, they're going to have to get rid of Levine or DeRozan. And I don't think that the Trailblazers are going to want DeRozan because DeRozan's getting up there in age.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they'll take Levine. I'd take Levine.
Hell yeah.
I'd take Levine. I'm not
still young.
He's still young. He'll still give you what you need, and that'd be an exciting backcourt for everyone. You know what I'm saying? For it to be fun for fans to watch. But
Portland.
in Portland,
That'd be decent.
that'd be decent.
I would watch that.
But even then, Damian Lillard, if he went to Chicago, and no disrespect to the Bulls, but they wouldn't be able to compete for a championship either. They're not contenders right now. They're not contenders right now. The Pistons aren't contenders right now. I don't think Miami could be contenders if they kept those guys they have and figured out how to make a trade to keep Hero and Duncan. I mean, if they keep those guys and figure out how they can keep those two dudes, you know, or get rid of one of those guys. And I would get rid of Duncan Robinson first, though. Get rid of Duncan Robinson and try to keep Kyle Lowry. And, you know, maybe throw in some picks or whatever and see if you can do that, you might be able to do it. But I don't know. That's just, you guys are missing a lot. You're missing a lot of guys off your bench to even compete. And even then, those guys, you know, carried Jimmy Butler. Where was Jimmy Butler at in the finals? So there's just a lot of holes that Miami has that I just don't think people are really thinking about. I just think that they're just looking at the star factor of the thing and not like the bigger picture. In which the bigger picture is that you need a fucking bench to win a title. You know, Kobe Bryant and Shaq, yeah, they were a great combination, but they had a bench. You know, so you need a bench to compete for a championship.
That's facts.
And
that's big facts.
And personally, the one team that I think that he should go to, that he could compete in a championship right now, this instant, go to Boston.
That would be a good fucking team.
Go to fucking Boston. Get rid of Jason Tatum. That would be the best thing, because then right there, you get rid of Jason Tatum. You trade Jason Tatum to Portland, right? You know what I'm saying? You trade him. You trade Jason Tatum to Portland. You throw in a draft pick and an Al Horford. Boom. There you go. There you go, right there.
Yeah, okay, so listen to this trade, bro. Just please listen to this shit. Okay, the Trailblazers get Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, Gary Trent Jr., right?
Mm-hmm.
Nikolai Jovic, Christian Koloko, the 2027 first round pick, right? 2029 first round pick, and the 2030 first round pick swap.
Yeah.
Then for the Heat to get Damian Lillard, Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm saying. So look, so this is what you got to do, Boston Celtics. Hear me out. Front office. What's dude's name? On the top of my head, he played for the Danny Ainge. Hey, Danny Ainge, Brandon Stevens, Brad Stevens, listen to me. Danny Ainge, Brad Stevens, listen to me. Hey, I'm telling you right now, you want Damian Lillard? Fucking trade Jason Tatum's inconsistent ass. Go and trade Al Horford. Throw in fucking 2 picks and you're getting that motherfucker. Yeah. Let me tell you that right now. And I'm telling you right now, that's easy money right there.
Easy money all day.
Easy money all day. And that would be a great tandem with Jaylen Brown, who's already proven himself as a top-notch defender and a consistent shooter. That's what you need right there. That's what Damian Lillard needs. He needs that. Once the hey, shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy. That's my boy right there.
Shout out Dakota Hunter.
What's up, Dakota? Co-killer. My boy Co-killer. What's up, man? But yeah, man, like that's the trade. That's the trade. Damian, hey, I figured it out for you, man. You won a championship. That's where you need to go. Hey, we're running out of time here, guys. I just want to say, hey, yo, thank you guys so much for coming out and
yes,
supporting us and paying attention and being involved with our show. All glory to God. Without God, this wouldn't be possible. So I just want to give all glory to him. Thank you guys for helping out.
Thank you
and
so much.
Thank you guys for stopping by, man. This is the Whoopty Whoop. Sports, how you supposed to get it, dummy. Hey, man, tune in next week. Tune in next week, Saturday, 9 p.m. Central Time, and 7 p.m. Pacific Time. You know what it is, man. And we out of here.